Hi there, Megan Tucker with Usborne Books, and I'm going to take a few minutes to share with you some of our wonderful storybooks. First is Nibbles. Now, Nibbles loves to nibble on things. His absolute favorite thing to nibble on, though, are books. So in this super cute story, you'll see that Nibbles nibbles his way into different storybooks. First, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Everything's going just fine until Nibbles appears and changes up the entire storyline. He nibbles his way out of that book, and he nibbles into a new book. So during this book, he nibbles his way into different fairy tales, and our job is to get him and put him back into his own book. So once we do that, though, you have to keep an eye on him because you never know what's happening because he just loves to nibble. So, oh no! There is a plush doll that you can also get. He's behind me. You can take a look. Next is one of our new books. This is The Curious Case of the Missing Mamet. And we have this sweet little guy named Teddy, and he's featured in this book. He's super soft. Now, in this book, Timothy, his older brother, is trying to get him back into his home before the magic hour is up. Now, during the magic hour, you'll notice that in the museum, everything comes to life. So they're in the underwater world, they even go into the library, the flight room, dinosaur land, and even the extinct and endangered area. Now you'll see in this book that there's lots of little flaps for you to flip down where there's fun facts and lots of information. And in the end, Timothy and Teddy are back with their mother. So this is an adorable new book of ours. Next is The Tale of Two Beasts. Now, I think this book is quite hilarious, and it is great for teaching perspective. So you'll see in the beginning it says, Part 1. So in Part 1, this little girl goes into the forest, and she finds a beast. So she takes him home, she feeds him, she bathes him, she takes good care of him. But the whole time, he has a different perspective of things. So one night, he escapes. And then we go into Part 2. He escapes and he goes back to the woods where he talks about how this girl, he was ambushed by this beast. She tied him up. She made him eat squirrel food. Surrounded him by all of her other beast friends. But then in the end, he was quite lonely. And they ended up being the best of friends. So it's an adorable book, great for teaching perspective. Next I have Animally. This is a precious book and it tells kiddos just how much we love them. So it starts off, I love you hugely like a whale. I love you shyly like a quail. I love you cleverly like a fox. I love you powerfully like an ox. So it goes through all sorts of different animals. Such a sweet book. And at the end, it says, I love you birdily, bugly, Animally, I love you so for you're my family. And this book has really thick cardstock type pages, so it's great for little ones. Next is one of my daughter's favorites. This is B is for Bedtime. It is also a sturdy book that has the thick pages too. And it just goes through the alphabet. You know, A is awake, how I feel after dinner. B for the book, with my dad, it's a winner. So it does a great job reinforcing the alphabet. It's a sweet little wind down story right before bed. Cute pictures, and you'll notice that by each letter there's an object. So right here, nose, that helps reinforce those letters. Super sweet book. Next is Babies Come from Airports, and this is one of our newer books. This is about one family's gotcha day when they're going to the airport to meet their new baby sister. The kiddos in this book are adopted, and so it kind of talks about their gotcha days as well. It's a great book for introducing the topic to kids and just having a conversation about adoption. And at the end, ultimately, it says Babies Come from Love. So this is Babies Come from Airport, one of our new books that features adoption. Next, I have Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. This is Beauty and the Beast. This one just came out. You'll see all the beautiful cutouts. Promise Nibbles isn't in this story. And you can see there's these big flaps that really play into this book. Beautiful illustrations. I love that the laser cutouts kind of add some depth into these stories. We have a few in this series, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So this is our Peek Inside Fairy Tales, Beauty and the Beast. Next is just one of our classic storybooks. This is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We have several like this. This has a padded cover, so it's just super beautiful. The illustrations are gorgeous as well. So we have several in this collection, the series. So this is our Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And the last book I want to share with you is What Will Danny Do Today? Now this book is great for younger kiddos because it kind of gives them the opportunity to pick and choose what Danny's going to do. So that they get to kind of create their own story, make their own choices. For instance, what will Danny learn? Rocket building, painting, or playing the piano? Will he slide, swing, or seesaw at recess? So it's a great book for kiddos to kind of make their own choices and look at the book and start to identify different things. I hope you found some wonderful storybooks. If you need help finding anything else, please reach out to the person who shared this video with you. Thank you.